We'll see. It's not that I don't trust it. I just don't trust anything. Hello, Governor. How you doing? Oh, good. That works. Awesome. Congrats on being first. We are going to start by watching the Developer Direct. Oh, very cool. The only problem I have with that is like vinyl just sounds so good, and it's really hard to capture that digitally. We're getting closer, but I feel like the quality just isn't quite there yet. But also, I love having everything digitized. I really do. So. Yeah, but sounding great and sounding as good are technically two different things. Yeah, but there's a mental aspect to it too. Like, for instance, I don't necessarily know that I can tell the difference between 910p, right? Was what the Xbox Ones had when it launched. And 1080? Sure, no, I don't disagree with that, yeah. But uncompressed audio files are huge, generally. But yes, hardware, of course, matters, yes. I completely agree. And how it was recorded matters too, right? Like movies. We get a lot of like things about movies in terms of like what kind of camera was used or whatever obviously affects the quality. I'm excited for this. I haven't watched this yet. Right, and what you listen to obviously makes a huge difference too. Obsidian, let's go.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the Living Lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the Living Lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay,
I still need to
and
play
reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like
Pillars of Eternity. I really do.
It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Eora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment
The last trailer we saw for this,
action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG.
did not look
Here
that
to
great.
talk more about Avowed's combat is
But the
Gabriel
trailer before
Harada,
that did
gameplay
look pretty
director.
decent.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted.
Oh, that's
For
cool.
all battles,
I
you
like
can
being
combine
able
a
to switch
variety of
like that.
weapons,
That's really nice.
attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and
Jeez.
special attacks.
This looks really good, actually.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies
on.
at
Well, I gotta see it. I gotta see the last trailer we saw for this. Because I feel like it didn't look that great. But am I misremembering it? Let's watch the initial announced trailer first. And then we'll watch this gameplay trailer, and then we'll go back to this. Because this looks cool.
We have always known war. It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes.
Really good shot.
Now our oaths are lost. forsaken.
Even better shot. That's pretty impressive.
And you must face the monsters
See, that looks cool.
our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Okay, let's watch this next. But I remember not being very impressed by this trailer. Howdy, how you doing? What do you prefer to go by? Because that is a lot of consonants. I'm pretty sure I would butcher the pronunciation of that.
People don't like you very much, do they?
Maybe I was watching this on my phone and that's why I thought it didn't look good?
Living
Maybe.
lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself. To investigate some plague that seems to be corrupting our very souls. You want us to trust you. But the truth is, you scare us.
Because this looks cool.
The way you fight. The power you wield.
Yeah, seeing this on a smaller screen might have colored my perception a bit.
You're either here to save us or destroy us.
I mean, it doesn't look like fantastic, but it looks good. Graphically.
So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
But also, I don't love this trailer overall. I think this trailer is eh. Yes, it looks very kind of VR-y when it comes down to it. Which, I mean, hey, it is what it is. First-person games are always going to look kind of that way, right?
It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks.
But this looks actually really good.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner.
Also,
It's important to pay attention to
Arrow,
the
if
types
you're
of
getting
enemies you're dealing
power,
with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure
Via
you
Game
prioritize,
Pass.
or their healing capabilities will
I
put
tried
you
a
in
number
tough
of different
spot.
ways to download
To
that
help with the
game,
different
and I
encounters you will
couldn't
face,
for most
we
of them.
provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want.
But using the Game
Equip a
Pass
sword
app
and
on my
shield
phone
and
is
charge
what
into
actually
battle.
ended up working.
Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will
I
have
really like the
ample
idea of
choices for
switching.
how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through
Wait,
the living.
how did we end up on Game Pass? Wait. GameSpot. Here we go. I mean, GameSpot is fine, but... Okay, so now we need to fast forward to where we were.
Attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to
Yeah,
focus on
switching
weaker
between
or
all
tougher
that looks
combatants
really
in an
cool.
intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage.
That's really cool.
You could use your
Doggone it.
enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
I really
We've
like
worked
that.
hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the living lands.
Narrative choices
As you're
are always
exploring,
super
you come
cool.
across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine
Like your
who,
decisions
if
are
anyone,
actually
is at fault.
changing like what happens in the
Just
game.
the four of us.
Always a fan of that.
Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated
I'm pretty
situations.
sure in one of the
My squad and
Diablos, I think you could
rested in
use
the cave
dual
by the
wands.
water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone.
Actually, these characters look
Look,
pretty decent
I
too.
can't
They don't
face
look bad.
Those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
What is that,
Right.
Fabrice?
Real
Watching
battles and
developer
something to prepare
direct.
for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges.
We just started.
I'm going back to Thirdborn.
Right now,
But
we're
if you
looking
confront
into
him, If you
Avowed.
believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful. We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a
These
unique
environments look
RPG
pretty cool too.
experience
I don't know. I might
by
get into this. We'll
contrasting
see.
the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver
kinda gives me like
complex emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys
Mist
with
Exile
widely varied
vibes,
biomes,
which is a really
from
weird call
luxuriant
out, but
forests to volcanic wastes, and each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
you didn't like Forspoken?
We hope you've enjoyed this.
I heard the
Living
gameplay
Vow.
of
We're
Forspoken
thrilled
was
to
actually
share
pretty
more about
fun,
the
but
game
that
in
the
coming
story
months,
was
and we
the
can't
writing
wait
was
for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
But I don't know, like, this could actually be pretty good. That's some sick art. It really is. That looks so good. We need that as a dynamic background. In fall, too. That's exciting. I'm down with that.
Hi, I'm Dom Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Hellblade 1 was one of my top 5 games of all time. Very much looking forward to this.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings
Highly
who
recommend.
raided her village right at their
Absolutely.
source in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this
The
settlement
combat's pretty good. It feels good.
became my tribe.
The story's incredible.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people.
The puzzles are just
In the
hard
story,
enough
we're
to
trying to
be
be as faithful
challenging.
to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on
And the
top.
atmosphere was
Senua
sublime.
face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our
Oh, that
key
looks
goals
pretty good,
was
actually.
The ability to actually tell a story throughout it. It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
I don't want to struggle.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory
The thing is,
hallucinations.
too, with
As we
Hellblade,
focus in
is that if you look at a
binaural
single
audio
aspect of
is
it,
perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional
it doesn't
space.
seem like
In the first game, we
spectacular.
only apply to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio
But when
technology
everything
and,
convalesces
some
into
extra little things within the game,
the
there is
same
music that is binaural. Every single sound has a potential to be
experience.
binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about
Yeah,
quality.
like this
it's
is
about
hyping me up,
personality.
and
So
I
when
don't
you
think that
listen
they've
to
shown
Hellblade,
anything that's
you
like
know it's Hellblade.
mind blowing. You know, I mean,
On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal
That's a really
singer,
cool
throat
music
singers,
performance
and our
at the
very
Game
own
Awards.
purists. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So
I
this
wish they
all
had given
creates a
the
very immersive
at least
and
a
very
release
special and
window
unique experience.
during that, but I think so too, Arrow. I think so too. I think they're being pretty careful about what they're showing.
Game-changing tech, and that's our aim in Senua Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So
That's
that
the thing
makes it
too.
real.
I'm so proud of the love, care, and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into
It
Senua
might have
Saga
been
Hellblade
a
2.
rune medallion.
Our hope
That's
is to not only
possible.
create
It might
a
have been
game that is great
Airbender,
to
maybe.
play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey, a journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Wow, an actual date. Let's go. That's really exciting. May too. That's sooner than I was expecting. That's awesome. I'm very much looking forward to it. But the thing about Hellblade 2 is, like, even if you don't, talk to yourself or whatever, like I do, or have, like, intrusive thoughts, there's so much of, Senua's experience that is very relatable. Square Enix, what?
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series.
I don't think so. That'd be crazy, but I don't think that they would show that here.
Visions of Mana の情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる
I've never heard of this
完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年に
Final Fantasy Adventures, what it started off as? Interesting.
マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち
Oh, maybe that's why. The only thing I played on Game Boy Advance was Pokemon. That was it.
アクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。
Really? That's cool then. That's really cool. This is the first one in years, right? 15 years, I think he said.
伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Oh, this looks really good.
今回
This looks like exactly how I would hope like a modern day like N64 game to look.
Hello, I am Koichi Shi.
Which sounds mean, but I mean
I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players.
I love that jacket. Oh my gosh. I want that jacket.
中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって。
This is crazy. Is this exclusive?
最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには
Yeah, right. Like there's no way,
海を
right?
渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない
This map looks great though. This looks really good. I would totally get down with this. The animation style, the open world-ish. I don't know how open world it'll be, but
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては
this looks like exactly how I would want a like
可愛い
platformer to look.
漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは
Oh, and you get like animals to ride and stuff? That looks really cool.
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。
So one thing that I both appreciate and don't like.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Is how some games will have battle music that starts out of dead
武器で
silence.
の攻撃だけでなく、魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として、聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心
I
に
love how they haven't
チー
come
ムの
out
みん
with
な
a
が
game in 15
頑張っ
years
て
and they're
作
so
ってくれていま
concerned
す
about
ので、
making it
ぜ
part of the
ひ
same
発売日
series.
を楽しみに待ってい
I
てく
mean,
ださ
I
い。
think that's
私
really
自身も
good.
プレイするのを
I
楽し
like
みにしています。
unironically, I actually really love that.
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは
That they still
今後も
want
様々な情報を
to
お
make
届け
sure
して
that
いき
it
ますので、
fits in with
ぜ
this
ひご期待くだ
franchise.
さい。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれ
Summer.
ません。
All right, let's go. Is that gonna be part of Game Pass? Wow, it is exclusive. Potentially, maybe. Maybe not. But it is weird that they didn't outright. I get that it's an Xbox showcase, but usually. Yeah, maybe that. Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide
It
Games.
is coming to PS5 and
we
PS4.
founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from
That's so
concept to
random.
completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with
I
strategy
love that they
games
kept
the
that
first
in.
place.
The end
That's
result
great.
is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule.
Visually,
and
this
chart
doesn't
your own
look
path to
incredible,
becoming the
but
most
like
prestigious nation
the
on the
number of
planet.
moving
For Ara,
pieces
we
on
knew
it.
we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in
That seems
different parts of
insane.
history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time.
Like, that
to the
looks
thousands
pretty
of
crazy.
citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the Prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by Prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The Prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs.
I imagine the combat's gonna
In
be
Ara,
like...
there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on
either
those
Civ
goals while
or
still being
Age of
able to win the
Empires.
game.
Personally, when I
Or
play
not
Ara,
even Age of
I like to
Empires,
build
probably more
triumphs.
like Total War.
Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement.
sounds like
or
a lot of
triumph
work.
just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities' and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units.
Before
The
I got
crafting
into
system in Ara encourages
shooters,
thoughtful, advanced planning.
strategy
It
was
rewards
pretty much
players who can see the
exclusively what I
strategic
played.
outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system.
So I'll definitely give this a shot, especially
Many
when it's
strategy
coming to
games
Game
have
Pass.
players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict
the question
and strategically
is,
plan
will
for
it
a
make me
variety of
just wanna
scenarios
play
in the moment.
Stellaris? That's
this
the
system
question.
makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my
I don't
favorite
disagree with
examples
that.
is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
"Someone get these feline demons away from me." I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of
What?
mountain
No,
lions to
Aquathor,
players'
no.
citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other.
Man,
And we're
I was gonna
excited
raid
that we
you,
can
buddy.
finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of ARA is only
What
the
the
beginning.
heck?
We're going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play ARA and to create your own history.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let's go ahead and make sure that our good friend Aquathor gets a shout out. I'm gonna have to add this. Hang on a sec. Twitch. Send shout out. If you don't follow Aquathor, please do. He's a high energy streamer with a lot of game jumping. But he's exceptional at finishing games, which I am not. Okay, there we go. That should work, right? Awesome. All right. And welcome, Radius. I'm GJD. I'm a game jumper. I mean, you finished a lot more games than I have, man. Yeah, but man, you like killed Diablo, okay? And that's a multiplayer game too, so that's a little bit different. But I'm a game jumper, play a lot of different games. We were watching the developer direct because I didn't yet. And this happened earlier today. And I love Game Pass. So, seeing what's coming to Game Pass this year is very exciting for me. And on Thursdays, we play games from Game Pass usually. So, this kind of just worked out well. But so far, we've seen 3 games. These 3. Which, Arla is a 4X strategy game. Hang on. Coming to PC. Avowed is kind of like Elder Scrolls, I guess. I mean, more magic though, and it looks really good. And first person from the team that did Fallout New Vegas, Obsidian, who also did Pillars of Eternity. And Senua's Saga is a third-person action game that's like also a puzzler. That's just one of my top 5 games of all time. Is the prequel to that. Deals with a lot of heavy themes and high emotion. But I think all 3 of those are coming to PC as well. Oh, and then we saw Visions of Mana too. So we actually saw 4 games. Which is what looks like a really, really, really good 3D platformer. Based on a Game Boy Advance series, apparently.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop
Indiana
culture.
Jones always struck me as like a comic
In this
book
game,
kind of thing.
you aren't just
Like, I know it's
playing
not
as Indy,
necessarily.
You are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones.
When Todd Howard first told
But
us
it was
about
just
his
a
vision for
franchise
the
I
game,
never really
we
got
knew
into. I
it
should
would
probably
be a very
watch the
good
movies
fit
at
to
some
help
point.
bring it to life.
The only one I
I'd wanted
saw
to
was
make
the
an
one with the
Indiana Jones
aliens.
game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
I am kind of
Let me
excited
tell
about
you
this
what
now.
you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Season 3 is around the corner, you're right. I know. Season of Constructs.
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past.
This looks really good graphically, I'll say that.
Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
Some puzzle solving, let's go. I'm excited for like spending way too much time doing that.
Your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Oh no, not stealth.
Throughout history,
Okay,
has
that
been
was not
sites
cool.
of
That scared me.
great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
That music is super iconic, I will say that.
I've had run-ins with these guys before.
Being able to use your whip like that looks really cool.
It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
I wonder how intuitive it feels though.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani. The Great Circle.
That's the name of the thing.
You have any idea how old that was?
I don't know, I think he sounds pretty good.
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
This looks really
Whether
cool.
it's
I
cracking
think
your
I'll
whip,
enjoy it. I don't
solving
know about how I
puzzles in
feel
ancient
about the
temples,
combat.
or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight. All of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the
Have a
hat,
good night.
the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal,
Be safe,
we pull the camera
all that
back for a
jazz.
third-person view. Indiana Jones and the Great
Thanks for coming
Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels.
Oh, that sounds
until he
great.
has no choice
Let's solve
but
a
to see it
mystery?
through to the
Absolutely.
end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Oh, guys, you're gonna have to watch me struggle so hard in this.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around
Thanks,
enemies,
Rift.
observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage.
Aquathor, thank
using
you
the
so much
tools
for
at your
that, right?
disposal,
Have a wonderful
like the
work,
whip.
bud.
It's
Always
an
good to
amazing
see
global
you.
adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're
Coming
trying
from
to
you,
make it
Rift,
as
that means a
authentic
lot.
and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making
Should've worn
it
a darker
feel
tie, though.
like a
This
true
pink tie doesn't
cinematic
necessarily
Indiana
be great.
Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
With a lighter vest, I think it'd be fun.
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is
Yeah, this
an
game does look
investigative
good, for
reporter
sure.
who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's
My
been
only
tracking
problem
the
is
lead for some time, and
I
now she's
don't
found an
love
ally in this
the Wolfenstein
determined American
series.
professor.
I think it's
Their
really cool in
paths are
concept.
intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
But it feels like an arcade shooter to me, and that's just not necessarily my vibe.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might
And so,
have found our favorite one yet.
I'm wondering how the
Emery
combat in
Ross.
this will feel.
He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sand.
Am I the villain of this game? Apparently.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But
I
in
wonder if
every
I can
indie
get
adventure,
glasses like
there
his
are always those
just
moments
to
where
play
he
this.
finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indie's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment.
That's pretty neat. I like
You
that.
can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indie's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets.
I'm gonna be
and
so
hidden
bad at these
that
puzzles.
blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could
I
potentially
mean, I
hide
guess
a
so,
secret.
Rift, but like
The
I
more
always
you
think
look,
of like
the more you'll discover.
Mania games as being like 2D, like I know they don't have to be, but
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising
Oh,
twists,
sure.
and
Yeah,
immersive
yeah.
narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience.
there's a reason why I
while still
usually
being
don't
able to
stream puzzle
showcase
games, and
what
that's because
makes
I'm really
us
bad at them.
us. We are making
I
a
shouldn't
game
shouldn't
for
say that.
everyone,
I'm
whether
really
you
good
are
at
very
puzzles,
familiar
but
with the
sometimes they take
franchise
me a
or not.
really long
Because at the
time.
heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we
That's
cannot
exciting.
wait to share more soon.
I was doing that for a while, Rift, and that was not good. There's a really good puzzle game, but it's really difficult, for me at least, called Abduction. $2024. I bet anything it's like a holiday. Or they're trying to shadow drop it. I don't know. But that's exciting. That's a lot of stuff coming this year.
Should I take one?
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
Again, Hellblade 2 probably
Core to the
going to be
vision
my
of
game of
Ara
the year.
is our
We'll see.
philosophy of rule how you want to rule. Stay happy.
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
You are
Avowed
just
looks really good, though.
playing
We'll
as
see.
Indy.
We'll see.
You are Indiana Jones.
And Indiana Jones looks really good. And Visions of Mana looks really good.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています
Mana? I don't know why I said it that way. Mana? I'm not thrilled about the strategy game, but I'll definitely try it. But it's hard for a strategy game to like measure up against we'll see if this plays. It might not yet. It might not be open yet, but we're gonna try it. Nope, not yet. Okay. All right, let's move to Titanfall 2. What I really need to do is I really need to play through Myst again. Maybe I should do the whole Myst series. That would take me, what, 5 years? Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. And it's actually really good. I think the newest version on PC is actually even better than the one here. No, that's gonna be a bad representation. We'll do this real quick. Wait, what? Is it on Quest now? I did not know that. Doggone it. I might have to play that. Let's do Myst trailer 2021. Actually, this is only 5 minutes. We could do this. Oh, the music is real, though.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse.
I first played the 1993 version. I've also played this version.
The book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not
And I dabbled with this version. This is, yeah, this is when they changed to Unity.
Which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling.
And then I bought this version on PC. I have not bought it on Xbox, apparently.
I've tried to speculate where it might have landed.
Look at that change. Ooh. Now, the cool thing about the newest version is that it's not just point and click. You can toggle point and click. Which is really cool to have that option, and it really does help modernize the game. remember this boat so well. I don't think I remember any of these puzzles, though. This was also a really cool way to introduce, like, motion video. Oh, I didn't know that they did that. What? There's something charming about the point and click. Oh, wow. I had no idea that Free Roam was this early. Oh, and a point and click is smooth here. I like that. That's actually kind of cool. Kind of like that, like, smooth point and click version. A node by node movement? That looks really cool. But yeah, they've done a great job at, like, remastering this over the years. The only real downside is when Myst came out, it was like on top of the game. It was like one of the most aesthetically graphical games to come out. And I don't think it'll ever achieve that again. I think it can look modern, but I don't think it'll ever be, like, ahead of the bell curve. We're just going to continue to launch this and see if it works. Because eventually it will. It's crazy to look at the 1993 version of Myst and think, wow, this was like one of the best looking games out when it came out. That's really kind of wild. All right, let's get into some Titanfall. The smooth motion point and click was actually really nice, yeah. But the open roam is also really cool. Like, I mean, I think that's a really good thing to have.
Major Anderson went this way. It could be a shortcut to the rendezvous point. I recommend we proceed.
Okay, we somehow beat a bunch of bad guys.
Watch our step.
What is this place?
Accessing files. Unknown.
What are we doing here, BT?
We must proceed through this facility and continue to the rendezvous point with Major Anderson.
That seems cool. Scorch. Let's go. This game actually really holds up pretty decently. I know it's not that old. It's like, what, 2019? 2018? Oh gosh, that makes me feel old up. Like, that was like freaking like 5 years ago.
Pilot mode engaged.
Ash, this is Blisk. A copy, over.
This is Ash. Go ahead.
Gain is not responding. I think our militia pilot's trying to be a hero. He's got to be headed your way. Kill him.
Understood. Ash out.
Sounds like he's afraid of us, BT.
Doubtful. His faction, the Apex Predators, is one of the most ruthless mercenary units in the frontier. They are war criminals.
Apex Predators sounds like a clan name on Apex. That's cool. Wow, they're just disappearing in, like, blood. I was gonna say blood and guts, but really they're like, I mean, the guts kind of dissolve. Health-wise, we're doing pretty decent. Hi, guys. Whoa, what just happened? I feel like we, like, boosted off a ledge or something. Don't get complacent, I guess, would be the lesson that we could learn from that. I feel like the loading screen shouldn't be that long. There we go. Oh, maybe one of these things hit us. That could be possible. Jeez, I feel sorry for these guys a little bit. Not this guy, though. That looks painful. Jeez. Wow, that was brutal. Oh, yep, that's what happened. That thing hit us. There we go. Perfect hit there. Buddy. Where you running to? I feel like we saw a sharp scythe-like object. Try to kill us there, but I guess... Maybe we killed the operator or something? I'm not sure.
Militia Titan in sight. Take it down.
You were mystified. I appreciate your puns. Jeez. You almost died there.
Flame core ready. Excessive damage. Warning. Warning. Enemy Titan down.
Gotcha. Almost back at full health. That was scary though. Oh jeez.
Flame core ready. Enemy Titan down.
This is good training for you. Won't help in the end though. Launching salvo.
We just destroyed those guys. My goodness. That was brutal. 2 for 1 special there.
Pilot, this loading dock's cargo lift offers a shortcut through the facility. Check your HUD for the control panel.
Raise the cargo lift? Hmm. I guess we kind of need to. I forgot that we could fly a little bit. Oh, that's actually part of this new loadout. Never mind. Wall running is so cool.
I'm engaging. We cannot proceed to this facility without the cargo lift. I'm marking your HUD with the location of controls.
I'm so glad that, like, also... My one annoyance with Titanfall 1 was that your melee was just a kick. That was it.
Cargo lift activated.
I'm pretty happy with my current weapons.
Pilot, I require assistance. Warning. Warning.
Oh no.
Unauthorized Titan detected in loading dock 13. Transferring Titan to asset reassignment.
Ash to Kappa 3. I have located a security breach. Loading dock 13. Over.
Roger. Kappa 3 en route. Out.
Pilot, I cannot free myself. Cooper.
That's not good. They stole my car. Oh, sorry, Fabrice. I didn't see that water.
Pilot. Pilot. I need assistance.
Looks like the automated security in this place has picked up a Titan. That's work for us.
I don't think I need the Ghost Runner for this, but we'll see. No, I don't. I appreciate them providing it. Jeez.
Pilot. Cooper. If you read me, I'm being taken to this facility's substation.
BT, how do I get to you?
You must follow the pipes to the lower levels. Warning, losing contact.
So far, so good.
I can see IMC infantry scattered throughout this facility. Be careful, pilot.
Why? Why are they underground? It seems just silly.
We're overqualified for this pitiful assignment. I don't see why we need that bloody simulacrum giving us orders. You don't care about the IMC at the frontier. Watch yourself, we've got a militia intruder.
Lisk, this is Ash. I have a Vanguard-class Titan. What would you like me to do with it?
Well, I bloody care. Destroy it. What about its pilot?
He is being dealt with. This facility was built to kill. I'm sure I can take advantage of that fact if I have to.
Ash, that place is not your bloody playground.
Oh no, that was not a successful jump.
Scuttle that place.
Pilot, I'm being taken down an assembly line. There may be a common exit. I recommend you follow the flow of the platforms.
We'll just wait for it. Well, Alexander Burritt.
Watch for crushing hazards on the assembly line.
Whoa, jeez, that was scary. Did not love that. I did not realize that. Shooting a stalker in the back makes it explode? What? These reloads are a little long, considering. Any second now. Any second.
Pilot.
I feel like every single time I do that, that works. So maybe it just gets frozen and I need to... Jeez. I turned him into a box. I just meant to put him in one.
Taken to this facility substation.
Do we really want that? I think we do.
BT, how do I get to you?
You must follow the pipes to the lower level.
We're never gonna find all the elements. We're just not. We are gonna fall off the edge though. How did I not get that checkpoint before? Oh, come on. Don't be ridiculous. Hang on, I've got an idea. Let's start a little higher. There we are. Oh, that is not actually a bad guy. Oh well. Little late now.
Bloody hell, this job is for Marvin. Not to break this through. Right, mate. We're overqualified for this pitiful assignment. I don't see why we need that bloody simulacrum giving us orders. She doesn't care about the IMC or the frontier. Push yourself. We've got to make this.
Brutal.
Lisk, this is Ash. I have a Vanguard-class Titan. What would you like me to do with it?
I bloody care. Just
Come on. No, we missed it. Oh, that's so sad.
This facility was built to kill. I'm sure I can take advantage of that fact.
I thought we could make that jump.
Ash, that place is not your bloody playground. I'm not paying you to be clever. You
I guess
scuttle
not.
that place
We could probably make that one, but we're not going to chance it.
Pilot, I'm being taken down an assembly line. There may be a common exit. I recommend you follow the flow of the platforms. Pilot, this facility is extremely dangerous. Watch for crushing hazards on the assembly line.
Yeah, but it wasn't actually me jumping, so that's different. Shoot. Hang on. Nice. That's unfortunate timing. There we go. Beautiful. Yes, actually. This is a game that, like, I always meant to play the campaign of, because I love Titanfall 1. But, alas, I missed out on it somehow. There we go. 24th time the charm. Yeah, I mean, like, I've always loved, like, and I've played some of the multiplayer of this. I've always loved, like, the mechanics and stuff. And I really enjoyed the world that they built in the first game. And I've heard amazing things about this campaign. Jeez. There, get rid of that turret. Yeah. You know, I'm always like hoping in the back of my head that maybe they've always had a team working on Titanfall 3 and like they're just refining it and making it perfect, because the third game is usually where things are pretty difficult to nail. But also, I mean, Apex is a moneymaker, right? Like, I mean, live service games just make a ton of money.
Pilot, I'm being taken through an area stocked with prefabricated structures. We are not far apart. Keep moving.
What the hell are they building here, BT?
Unknown, but I doubt the IMC are mass-producing homes. They usually destroy them.
That's a pretty biased view of IMC. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like EA could use the win, but... Oh, jeez. Forgot about those guys. Oh. Doggone it. Stupid home. Got in the way. Oof, I have no more ammo. Jeez. That was pretty brutal. I accidentally did, yes. But if they had any other name other than Marvin, you know, I mean, I'd probably like him more. Spitfire maybe? Or DMR? DMR sounds fun. Okay. The answer to that was no, we don't. Okay, eventually we'll learn how to shoot again. Eventually. Don't just stand still and let the other guys kill us. Pretty good. Advice there. Shoot, missed him. Take that. Totally planned. Totally meant to do that. Yep. Mm-hmm. There we go. Now we're cooking with a little more gas. That is dizzying a little bit. Oh, there is something up here. I was not expecting that. Probably supposed to go that way. Probably. This looks like a nice home. I would live here. Oh, shoot. Lucked out of that one. Wall running is just so cool. Jeez. Hang on, this is probably a little bit better. Yep. That was a warning shot. Where are we going? Nobody knows. This is the train that never slows.
Pilot, are you alright?
Barely. That was a meat grinder. You okay?
I'm undamaged. However, I do not believe this is a food processing plant.
With my luck, this place is gonna turn itself inside out.
Or upside down, considering the circumstances.
That looks like that might be painful.
I see you, pilot. I admire your perseverance. If only the IMC infantry were as dedicated. There is only one way out, pilot.
Oh. That was unfortunate.
Perseverance. If only the IMC infantry were as dedicated. There is only one way out,
I don't know what that means.
Pilot, scans indicate the dome above is your best course of action to find an exit. I recommend getting there by any means necessary.
The dome is still waiting. Rest assured, I will not execute you, Cinderella. You have my word.
I think we need to go this way, right? Probably? Oh, this feels so weird. I actually don't know, like, I don't even know which way's up anymore. Nope. That was not up. Oh, this is so surreal. Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, that feels so weird. It makes me want to make a map like this in Halo Forge. I think I need to get here. Yep.
Simulation dome scenario activated. Resetting terrain.
Impressive, pilot. You made it all this way alive. Unfortunately, there is only one way out. Step up onto the platform. Step onto the moving platform, pilot. Well done, pilot. I will take it from here.
Oh wow. Are we creating a map?
Loading scenario 127 in Dynamic Simulation Dome 314.
I don't like the sound of that.
Now, we shall see how impressive you truly are.
Delivering militia test subjects.
Arm up! You barely survived the last one. Get up and grab a gun! Look, pilot! Now the odds are in our favor. Nothing about this is in our favor. Aim sharp!
Scenario 127 load complete.
Let us begin. Deploying Spectres.
Okay, so we just need to survive.
Pilot, your heart rate is accelerating. Are you in distress?
You could say that.
Your heart rate is exceeding 170 beats per minute. If possible, you should find a place to rest.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Initiating IMC Reaper test program.
I don't like that.
Your tactics are impressive. I'm sure the IMC won't mind if I report a few more units.
Deploying additional Reaper to test scenario.
No, we don't need that. Shoot! That's not good. Come on, this is not fair.
The IMC really ought to thank me for helping make the Reaper more effective. Perhaps I'll have to renegotiate my contract. How strange. This is taking longer than expected. You should have died by now.
Jeez.
Kappa 1, report to Dome 314 immediately. Objective, destroy the militia pilot. How copy over?
Solid copy. Proceeding to Dome 314. Out.
Man, this is crazy. I do not like that Reaper guy. Shoot, that's not good. Man.
Deploying additional Reaper to test scenario.
Oh, cool. We killed one.
Let's make this a little more interesting. The IMC really ought to thank me for helping make the Reaper more effective. Perhaps I'll have to renegotiate my contract.
Beautiful.
You should have died by now. Kappa 1, report to Dome 314 immediately. Objective, destroy the
Wait, that looked like a,
Solid copy. Proceeding to Dome 314. Out.
weapons cache. Jeez. Just keep running, just keep running. Oh my goodness sakes. We defeated the Reapers. That's good. That means there's no more Reapers, right? Still breathing, you?
Still operational, but unable to escape. I have detected an opening in the outer wall. You should get out of there while you can. Marking your HUD.
Let's do it. Blast. Ben! Please don't make me start all of that over again. Okay, there we go.
Pilot Cooper, are you all right?
As I should have expected, the IMC infantry clearly lacked resolve. Perhaps I have no choice but to step in personally. Rare miscalculation on my part.
Let's go. Man.
Ash, tell me you killed that pilot.
I am dealing with him.
Stop getting caught up in your games.
Am I not allowed to enjoy myself while I work?
Not when your work suffers.
Point taken. Ash out.
Don't worry. With the price I'm putting on his head, you can buy all the toys you want.
Sector 4 Charlie. Detonate charges 21 through 29.
To all IMC personnel, this is Ash. I am sorry to report, due to your inability to contain the security breach, I have been forced to scuttle the entire complex. Some of you may consider this overkill. It is. I suggest you evacuate immediately.
Restocking Prowler containment.
Okay, let's see what happens here. What on earth? What on earth is going on? What are these prowlers?
Pilot, I do not know what you did, but a series of explosions just weakened the manipulator arm. I have broken free.
Those do not look friendly.
This place is falling apart. I suggest we leave. You are not far from my location. Marking your HUD.
Blast it! Oh, I was so close. Never close enough.
Falling apart. I suggest we leave. You are not far from my location. Marking your HUD.
Nope, that was too soon. Or too late. Not fast enough.
This is a highly dangerous environment. I suggest you embark, pilot.
Let's go.
Warning, our reactor is unstable. Replacement battery required.
There we go.
Pilot, I detect an exit beyond this dome. Check your HUD. Warning, detecting hull damage. Flight core ready. Flight core activated.
That was cool. I liked that.
Enemy Titan down.
Sector 5 Bravo. Destination target 5285.
So is this just a practice range? Like, that seems like a lot of effort to go to for that. What is up, No Good Game? How you doing, Jim?
Put a high price on your head, pilot. Dead or alive, that makes you worth something to me.
Stand by for Titanfall. Exactly, yep.
Let us begin. I cannot feel your fear, but I know you are afraid.
Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
Well, we're definitely losing this battle.
Excessive damage. Warning. Warning.
Of course, so soon, pilot. Perfect.
Flight core offline.
Impressive. Surprisingly impressive. That was inspired, but you haven't beaten me. Good. We're one step closer to your end.
Gosh, this fight is not easy, but I think we might have it.
You should have done that, pilot.
Wow.
Security lockdown.
Wow. Just
Surface
barely.
Access is authorized.
Pilot, the security lockdown has been disengaged. I recommend we leave through the tunnel.
That is how we do it.
Pilot, I have concluded we should take no further shortcuts.
Just in time. Thank you so much for joining me for this game jump. We Go Boom, thank you for that follow. Very much appreciated. Pyro and Aquathor, thank you for those resubs. Insane. Far too generous. Thank you for the raid, Aquathor, as well. And again, thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. With some As Dusk Falls. And in the meanwhile, we're going to join a friend of ours adventuring in the wonderful wild, wild west of Red Dead Online. So if you'll please join me in saying howdy. And as always, safe travels.